We have another big astrological shift today as another planet joins the party in Libra. Mercury moves into Libra today, and moving out of Virgo, it took a really long time because there was Mercury retrograde. It's been quite a while of Mercury being in Virgo, and now for it to move into Libra, that means that our headspace, our thoughts, our perspectives, and our communication are going to be focused on all things Libra. Now, Libra is represented by the scales, so it's about give and take, it's about sending and receiving, it's about reciprocity, it's about equality, honor, dignity, and respect. But what's interesting is in this oracle deck, they call Mercury in Libra influence, and we have a picture of the snake and Adam and Eve. So in this ancient story in the Bible, and you don't have to be religious to think about the fables of old societies, but in this story, we have a fable of temptation. And so there has been a highlight lately of whether or not words and communication in general are being used to convey a level of authenticity, or are people playing games, being intentionally deceptive or manipulative in order to achieve some sort of a goal. So when we think about why people ask us to do certain things or trigger our emotions, or the nature of conversation can vary such a high degree within human society. And conversation is everything from how's the weather or the sports game to what do you think about so and so doing something, right? The energy right now is around gossip. It's around themes of honor and dignity and respect, but those things often come into question when there's themes of temptation or deep emotions, because the moon is in Cancer right now. When Venus moved into Scorpio a couple of days ago, we've got this just perfect storm of people having really deep emotions, feeling really deep feelings towards the people in their lives, our lives, and we have these deep layers and threads woven together as a tapestry of existence between those that we interact with. It's not just about communication. It's not just about what's happening in the moment, is it? It's always about everything that led up into that moment. It's all about the precedent that's been set or the trust level that may or may not exist. So right now, when people feel really overwhelmed, there's also going to be a tendency to withdraw or perhaps hesitate with communication. And this is actually a welcome influence with Mercury moving into Libra, because Libra is associated with indecision, maybe hesitating, maybe waiting before responding. And that's actually a blessing while we have this time of heightened emotions and emotional responses. Well, would you look at that? Today's card is the Ace of Cups, which represents an overflowing heart. Neither positive nor negative in the base interpretation. The Ace of Cups simply means overflowing emotions. So sometimes that happens when we're so happy that tears fall down our face, or sometimes it happens when we're in such a place of despair that we feel as though we're going to melt and never return. Everyone in the human existence experiences such a wide range of emotions, and often we feel repelled or repulsed by the more difficult ones, the more uncomfortable ones. But honestly, it really is important to remember that your capacity for love and joy and bliss is equal to your capacity for sadness, anger, or despair. So if you feel overwhelmed by big emotions today, I've found through experience that sitting with them and allowing them to move through you is the quickest way to release them. And if we find ourselves looping around some sort of story, it attaches us to our emotions. So sometimes the best thing to do is separate our experience by, instead of saying, I am sad, we could say, I am noticing really sad feelings moving through my body. My stomach hurts, my heart feels heavy, my head hurts, right? Like noticing those things. And then what happens is we become the observer. When we observe instead of absorb, we offer ourselves the opportunity to, instead of drowning in our emotions, find a way to have a surfboard and surf the waves of emotion that move through us. So you are not your emotions. You are a being experiencing emotions. Deep thoughts for your middle of the week. I'm Erin. I'm QueenBeeTarot. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.